Hey all, Siege here. How you doing? Sunday in the beautiful dreaming city. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun today. Welcome to Destiny 2, and in today's stream, well, I have a couple things that I'd like to do. I don't know how many things we're going to be able to get to do because there's just so much stuff here. For those that don't know, this is the dreaming city. This is the closest thing that I would say Destiny has to an end game location. You can't get here just by doing the campaign. You actually have to go through a couple additional steps. Nothing like ridiculously tedious, but at the same time, it's extra stuff to do. I will tell you that, in my opinion, this is probably the most beautiful area that Bungie's ever created. It reminds me a lot of like kind of a dark Rivendell. You know, probably the best way I can describe it. But like I said, today I just wanted to kind of get in here, show off a little bit of the area, and maybe get into some of the more interesting content that you can do here. One thing in particular that I believe is going on right now is the Shattered Throne. Shattered Throne is it's like a 3-person raid in Destiny, right? Probably the best way I can describe it. It has a lot of the mechanics of a raid, but it only requires 3 people. And to me, wow, I feel like that's a really big thing. Ah, there's my girl.
Copy that. I'll
Hello,
send
Petra.
out a requisition list.
Nevad, how are you?
What news from the field, God?
Well, I'm going to tell you here in a
Hope
second.
springs eternal. Maybe this time we will break the curse for good.
Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. So we're just going to grab a couple little things. Yeah? Just things we know
You'll
we
like
can
that
pick up
one.
right away. I don't care about a lot of the stuff that in here, because once you get to a
You'll
certain
like
point,
that one.
well, you'll kind of see
I
that
thought you might like that one.
you really, yeah, I
After
like them.
traveling
I like them
world.
all. You kind of get to a point where you don't really need to grind a lot of this stuff, the bounties each week, which is, it's like a good thing and bad thing in Destiny, because in the first, you want to have things that you like really
Greetings.
want to do. Hey, how are you doing? But also it can feel a little overwhelming at times. Like, I think even like you could make the same case with Warframe, that it seems like when there's stuff to do, there's like too much stuff to do, and you can't really figure out exactly what you want to do first. And then you get to that point where it's like kind of dry. So we're gonna do, first thing we're gonna do, just to kind of show it off a little bit, is a run in the blind well. And then we'll see, potentially, if we can get a couple other people to get on and join me. What's that? Maybe we'll hop into the Shattered Throne. Heck, you know what? Maybe we'll just hop into the Shattered Throne Soul. Who knows? Oh, I gotta... Alright, let me grab this stuff. So what? Just need to grab some security things there. Alright, guys. Okay. Sorry. Got a little off track. What's the most optimal thing to do without wasting too much time? Yeah, I would say when you're in that spot, that's probably the thing that you want to try to do, but at the same time, the most optimal thing isn't always the exact thing that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes there's stuff that you would rather do than the most optimal thing because it's just something that you're interested in. That's where you come to the real issue. the heart of the matter, if you will. Let me try this thing out. See what's up. Maybe get a couple supers. Oh, we're going to get a lot of supers. Yeah. So, put the juge on here. Oh, nice. You guys are on? Perfect. I'm going to do one round, and then if you guys want to get into the Shattered Throne, we can do that. Tier 1. Oh, man. Why are people even doing Tier 1? Well, you know what? It'll be short. So this is kind of one of the little activities. Again, a lot of people already know this stuff by now, but I do find this very enjoyable. I like the sheer number of different kind of modes. That are, I mean, obviously you're shooting things, so at the end of the day, you can't really add too much variation. I got my little super ball there. I wanted that thing. But at the end of the day, like there's certain things in the game that kind of make it fresh and fun, come back to periodically, and then there's other things in the game that you can kind of like leave go forever and not really worry about it. This is one of the things that I feel like you can just come back to, especially if you just want to shoot some stuff. Don't necessarily want to do anything. You just come in and have yourself a good old time. Right? Is anybody going to get things or what? What are you doing? La 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 la. So now that I got that little thing there, oh, hey. And that's it. Now that's a tier 1. There's 3 tiers. And then there's like a heroic thing you can trigger as well. But for the most part, pretty fun. We kind of caught it like midway through. Can I have my stuff? Thank you. See you guys. It was fun. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with Destiny 3. I don't believe that they're going to make the same mistakes because, I think it hit them in the pocketbook. And anytime that someone gets hit in the pocketbook, they seem to learn the lesson quickest. And I think like they've decided on the path that they're going to essentially do at this point. I'm gonna add in some warriors here, if you guys don't mind. It's a shame you're all the way at the bottom, Savior. And I don't think you show on. Let's see if we can't get him in. Then we can do some real fun. Now, the one thing that's going to be interesting, though, and I didn't think about this as I was contemplating doing this, was I can't communicate with whoever I'm going to go into the Shattered Throne with. So that is going to be kind of fun. Getting back to what I was saying before, I do believe that Destiny 3 is just going to kind of pick up. I don't honestly think they're going to do a lot different with like anything. I feel like they're just going to make Destiny 3 more of a continuation of this game, but they're going to just update the thing for, the new consoles, or 60 frames for consoles, things like that. I honestly believe that's going to be like kind of the gist of what Destiny 3 is. In fact, now that they have, now that they're doing this whole cross save and the ability to like kind of migrate your account around, I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow incorporate all of your Destiny 2 stuff into Destiny 3. I mean, I can't say that's like a guaranteed thing that's going to happen, because I do feel like there's a reason why they make these games outside of, hey, I just want to make a quick buck. Okay, I feel like I think Destiny does understand that it's really hard to start from zero in a lot of situations, you know. So especially if the games become too big, that's like one of the things that makes it real difficult for Warframe. You know, new players in Warframe, there's just so many things going on. You get out of here, I'm trying to do something. That, you know, you get to a point. Oh, you just been hiding there? You don't know what to do. You know, you don't know what you're doing to start out with. You don't know what's important, what isn't important. You know, you're trying to kind of like follow along. And even if you go into, you know, go onto YouTube and go to these new players guides, let's be real. Like, who's sitting there? Who wants to sit back and go through multiple new player videos to try to understand, you know, the game? Like, most people are gonna like maybe listen to a little bit of it just for the basics and kind of figure it out. But I feel like in that regard, that's where having the ability to have Destiny, like a new Destiny come up without all of your gear and starting fresh again, it allows like not a ton of content to back up, so that you know, like I said, so that people don't get overwhelmed. Now, for certain people, like the hardcore players like myself, you know, we don't really care for that sort of thing. Quit jumping up. We would rather have all the stuff, you know. But I gotta keep going back to it, that I feel like a lot of people like playing multiple games, you know. They don't just want to play one game. And you can't possibly play The Division, Destiny, Warframe, Monster Hunter World, all these games, right? And have time to get all of the stuff, all of the nuances, to be able to do all the new things that are coming out when it comes out. So, you know, you kind of have a situation where more often than not, I don't know, it's more beneficial, I think, to have multiple games. That's what I'm saying. But, all right, did they fly in? Are we in yet? Okay, nice. All right. So this is cool. I was kind of hoping this was going to happen. I didn't want to guarantee that I was going to get, you know, help. So I didn't put it on the thumbnail that this was a guarantee we were going to do this. But now that we have help, it shouldn't be a problem at all. I'll put that on just to kind of start off with. I might even try Yotan a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. And while we're going there, you get to kind of see how pretty this place is. In a few months, when Cross Save comes out, I'll be doing the majority of my playing, I guess, for videos and whatnot on PC. But we'll still do streams with Xbox. I don't know if I'm going to buy all 3 games at this point, because we have so many things coming out. like right around the same time. You know, we have Monster Hunter Iceborne. We have, obviously with Shadowkeep, you know, I'd have that on a couple consoles there. Then you also have Gears of War 5. Now, I've been hearing rumors that Gears of War 5 is going to be like open world-ish, if you will. How cool would that be? I like the idea. I like it a lot. You know? Like to be able to be in that world. And, you know, just be like, I don't know if it's like a random soldier or whatever, but it's like be able to accumulate weapons and gear, to be able to do different things. Like, I'm intrigued. I won't lie. You have high hopes because of who Kate is? I don't know if I know who. Maybe you want to share that information, because I'm not sure I even know. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. So, what's really cool is, you can't really see underneath. It's like these areas are all connected, and they all have kind of a lore basis behind them of how this whole place is essentially powered. Savior, you guys ready to go? You ready to go in? Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, throw it in there regardless, but it's bear in mind it's been a long time since I've played Gears of War 4, but maybe I have to do that for like a stream, one of these things, just to kind of get back in on it.
For more than 2 weeks, I have watched a sickness consume my...
All right, so let's go in.
People have been laid low by this infection. This...
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm curious to see how they're going to take the story, because like I thought they wrapped it up really well after, you know, the third game. You know, I know the Judgment came in and it kind of like added a different perspective, you know, it took Baird's perspective, but then like Gears of War 4 started and it was like brand new. And I was expecting Gears 5 to be just more like Gears of War 4, where it would be just a continuation of those character stories and like them, you know, do it narrative type situation, right? But, you know, now that they might be kind of allowing you to have your own story, am I correct? And so maybe I'm off in what I'm talking about here, but that's what I heard originally. Look at that. Ooh, I want one of them. Alrighty, let's head in. So as I mentioned, this is the 3-person raid-like thing, and it's gonna be fun because, like I said, I got no communication with my team. But that's okay. Let's just fuse up here real quick. Nice. Tell me how awesome this looks, though. I mean, come on. Yeah. It's just, it's almost like, it almost makes you feel uncomfortable, this place. Like, I will say that. Like, when I come in here, I don't know. It's just, it's very ominous. This is the Ascendant plane, for those who don't know. This is like, I guess what you would consider to be what they call as a throne world. So there's certain beings in the Destiny lore, right, that have the ability to, for lack of a better term, create a space, like an existence, right? And keep their soul locked into that area. And if they're killed in the real world, their soul kind of lives on. Their soul kind of lives on in this place, and then they can, like, eventually rematerialize, right? So this is Mara, as I understand it, this is Mara Sov. So if anybody that's not familiar with her, Destiny 1, she was like the queen that we kind of got a little, like a brief engagement with. Not a ton in House of Wolves. But this is her throne world. So after the Taken King, when it appeared that she had given her, like, body, if you will, given her life up to attack the king. I don't know if that's going to hit me from that distance there, brother. Ooh, I need glimmer. Alright, so they're just taking care of everything. Well, I think they should do a creative character, because that would be awesome. Like I said, I would love to live in that world for a while, you know? And they're just wrecking it. I don't get a chance to do anything. I like it, though. This is like a stress-free Shattered Throne. It'll change, though. Once we get into the bosses, then things are they're gonna change. We got Infinity Snake, huh? Man, where's he going? Oh, it's all the way down there, huh?
Guardian down.
Oh, there goes our flawless run. Don't worry. I'd have lost it for us way before that. Where's he at? All the way up there. How'd you get up there? Oh, beautiful. Well, okay, you're not a guy. Apologize for smacking you in the face there. For those wondering, if you've never done this before, so essentially what we're doing is we're just going to, every time we kill one of those bosses, one of these symbols come up. And then there's like a symbol that like exists already at each area. You just got to find, you got to match up the symbols, and that will be where the next like encounter is. Nice and easy. We found some finest matter weave, huh? God, my shot is garbage. That's okay. It doesn't need to be great today. You know? That's the beauty part right there. That's the beauty part. I can just kind of just trail these two to victory. This is like my new carry team. I love it. Boom! Just like that. Oh, the Jotun? Yeah, the Jotun is amazing. Hey, where's...
Guardian down.
Hey! Oh, wow. He's even got the tea bagging going. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? Mm-hmm. So as you can kind of imagine, the first couple times you were in here, definitely the first one specifically, it's kind of a nightmare just trying to remember where everything's at. But then once you've done it a few times, you get the idea. It's nice. But this is definitely one of the more lucrative. Where you go? There's a piece of lore down here or something that I missed? Hey, where'd you go? Oh, okay. Okay, I like it.
We have filled the world with teeth, you and I. See how they...
Oh, what is this? Dang! I didn't even know this existed. Nice. God, love playing with these two. Well, RNG's very hit or miss with me as well. Sometimes I get some wonderful things. Like, so we did the Last Wish raid, right? And that was only the second time that I've actually been through it. But so we did the Last Wish raid. The first time I was through it, I got, if you can believe this, I got 2 pieces of gear total, right? And those 2 pieces, I just basically got doubles of and triples of the entire raid. It was the same thing over and over and over again. So that's, you know, RNG was not my friend. But then this last time when we did it, woohoo! This last time when we did it, I got 2 curated weapons. I got the Age-Old Bond and the Transfiguration. And then I got a couple pieces of armor that I didn't have. So it's like one of those things where essentially sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I can't remember what's this section here. I gotta put on a long range weapon. Yeah, speaking of, there's that. And yeah, we look at that. We got. See, I'm not 100% sure. I have another curated one. I'm not sure that's the same role. That's good enough. Alrighty. Okay. Everything looks the same in here, obviously. Oh, they just go for it. There's no hesitation. That's not my style. I take a year and a half to do everything. Look, there's one up all the way in a tippy top there. Hey, buddy. Oh. I had to sacrifice getting the headshot there to make sure I just hit him. Ow. So where's this angry one that's going to come down? There's another one. He's really angry. Been brutalized. That's rough. That's rough sailing for these guys. I feel bad a little bit. I like this thing. This is that transfiguration. I think that's what it's called, right? Transfiguration? Yeah. I did hear the MCU announcements. I'm excited and, like, kind of worried at the... Oh, look what's up here. Oh, gotta love my Sherpas, my new Sherpas. This is the best. Where did he go for that? Wait. How did... Ah. Okay. What is up here? Holy shit. This is nice. The MCU, like I said, I'm half excited and half scared. Just first, I've never seen a Fantastic Four movie that I would call quality. Now I realize that shit, I only got one more of these. That might not be a good thing. Oh god! I hate the warlock jump. Damn, there's chests everywhere. What is this now? Yeah, okay, I'll synchronize. Wait, where are you at? Oh, you're doing your... This is the best. That you're right. It was Fox's fault. But like I said, I'm concerned because I just don't know that anybody can do it right. So we'll see. I mean, if they were smart, they would just take. There's a bunch of good stories, you know, in the comics already. They could easily take. Wouldn't be a big deal. They should introduce Franklin Richards. I hope they do that. He's like my favorite of all the Richards. Ow! That is a hard critical shot to get. Who's shooting? Mm-hmm. You know what? These guys are so good. We may have to maybe even try a raid on stream.
Guardian, down.
And I'll just like be the guy who's like filming it almost versus actually getting involved in it. Nice and easy. Just grab it up. That's, you know, like, I'm just saying that Franklin... And, wait, what's the daughter's name? Is it Valerie? Valerie Richards? Those two are way more interesting than Susan or Reed. Reed's just, like, smart and can stretch. And you know what? I hate to say it, but more often than not, every single smart person in Marvel gets themselves into trouble. That just seems to be the way, if you know what I'm saying. They always like you know, obviously Iron Man, Hank Pym.
Guardian down.
If you go through all of like the comics, like every smart, what did I do? The wrong thing. God, my shot is horrid, but the job's done. But at any rate, what I was talking about is, you know, it just seems like they always want to do the same thing, which is they want to coat the world in a piece of armor. But unfortunately, like, that's not the right way to go about it. I actually set my loadout for the next encounter when we go through this. Well, you'll see there's a little area with a bunch of thralls.
Guardian down.
I see, this isn't the way I go normally. What?
Guardian down.
This is the way? Oh! What's... Wait. What? How you do that? Oh, I couldn't do it. How do you get around there? That's right. Well, the problem is that, like, the smartest person in the world can't necessarily, what I would call, take into consideration every little factor, right? So it's never going to be what I would consider to be, like, no one will ever have a, what I would call, perfect solution to anything. I don't care how smart you are, you know? The closest thing, what I would say is a quote-unquote perfect solution would be to, and again, it's, you know, it's perfect only in the sense that the most amount of people benefit from it, and that would be like Thanos' solution. And his solution required there to be, you know, 50% less people.
Guardian down.
Ah, we're sucking now. How do we get this piece? You know what? I'm not worried about this thing anymore. I don't know where to jump in to get it. So, yeah, you're gonna have to get us up. You're gonna have to get us up before people start leaving the stream, because now we're looking stupid. I mean, I will say this. Oh my God. Well, there's that. I can't remember. Where do we have to start back from now? Oh, all the way back here. That's right. Ah, that's what happens when you get into the tomfoolery. Hey, you know, I wish I could tell you how often the jumping stuff in Destiny has ruined runs of anything that I've done. Way more than I feel like the enemies, which, you know, you kind of you think that, like, that wouldn't be the case, but, like, it's the case. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just a straight up brawl. And we won. I don't have anything to shoot you with. Oh wow, that hit from there. Nice. Okay. Let me put on some different weapons here. Let's try Meganara.
Guardian down.
Okay. Stop teleporting. It's rough in there. It's hardcore. Ow! Stop it. I'm gonna hit you with Meganara. I don't know about this perk. Hey! Haha, thanks. I appreciate you. He knew we were on stream. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh yeah. I saw what happened to you guys back here. Here. Let me just jump off the edge for you. Appreciate it. I'm a nice guy. See? Not all the enemies in Destiny are bad people. Is there like another? Yeah, I guess there was 3 people I was shooting at back there. I didn't even realize. Kill him. There's that. It's not. It's the closest thing. This gun here, the Meganara, is. It's like a Vanguard pinnacle weapon. It's I guess it's the closest thing we have to the hung jury from Destiny 1. The Thanos snap is the best super I've ever seen. Yeah, you're right. That thing is pretty potent. Yeah, and getting kind of back to the Thanos thing, I will definitely say, again, there's no solutions to things, but that would be the closest one to legitimate I could see.
Guardian down.
Oh no, I'm not letting this. Oh yeah. Sorry about your eardrums there. That's nice. That was a nice little shot with my grenade. I'm not typically very good with my grenades. Yeah, I'm not gonna potentially sacrifice both of us here. If he died, I'd have went in there. I'd have went for it. Okay. Noish. We'll have to go for that piece of lore on another run. Because I would definitely like to see what exactly is behind that door. But you've seen my platforming skills. Not necessarily. Especially with the Warlock, too. Like, if I had the Hunter, or even the Titan. You know, because you do get the little shoulder charge at the end. But this Warlock jump just sucks.
Guardian down.
Did you see that? I'm using a controller. Give me a break. Okay. Oh, God. I'm so dead. Should I go? No, I think we'll just wait. I'm just gonna. I apologize. I want to come get you. I do, but I suck at jumping. And I'm gonna die if I do. How much time? I wonder how much time. Oh, good. Okay. No. I don't want that thing. I see you way over there. I'm scared. You sure? Oh, I almost walked off. Oh, you gotta come over here.
Guardian down.
Oh! What did he jump on that second time? Oh, there's a platform. I guess we are getting this thing now. Holy shit, I didn't even know this was back here. I see two little things in the distance there. Well, hey, if you've never done this before and you want to know where this stuff's at. Is there another thing like way over there? Thank you. I'm surprised I survived it. So how do you get back over now? Oh, God. Oh, no. I have zero confidence in myself.
Guardian down.
Oh. Okay. All right. Whew. Nice. I'm still like I'm not quite believing that I made it yet. All right. Whew. Okay, so now we got to go in and change this up just a little. Put that on. I think everything. Hey, got it. Nope. Got some special. Thank you. And I thought it said he revived. So this area, you have no health regeneration. And you can't run, or you can't run, and you can't really jump, and it's just a big old mess. But the Huckleberry is really good for this, because it reloads. Uh-oh. It reloads your gun. Also drops an orb. Right? So you just kind of keep moving and grooving. And you don't really have to worry about anything else. Just keep kind of moving forward. Get that hip fire action in, right? You're good to roll. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Boop. Oh no, come back more chests. Okay, I didn't get to watch it, so don't worry about the chests now. I apologize. I was too focused. There's more chests? Holy shit, how many chests are there in here? Across the chasm. Alright, for this next section. I like that. The only difference is I'm going to put this on. And that. I think we're good everywhere else. You guys coming? I'm not worried about the chests, like I said. At this point, I don't even know. Can you jump back up on top of that thing anyhow? Don't know that you can. Yeah, they're coming. La, 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 la. I feel like I went the wrong way to get there. It doesn't matter. Okay, next section. Okay. I would, yeah. You know, I saw a video here just recently that said something to the effect of that the Necrochasm was potentially coming back. Which, you know, I would love. And actually, they kind of, well, they kind of did that with the Lumina quest. So, like, in the beginning of the Lumina quest, it's an exotic hand cannon. You kind of, like, find this thing, and then you're given the rose. And the rose has no perks on it whatsoever. I can't. Can I get in there? I can't. You got to move over a little before we can synchronize. So this is like with the first, what I would call the first boss. And what we have to do is there's 4 wizards that kind of around here. Nice shot. Wow. Amazing. The idea is to kind of get all the ads out of the way first, right? Then you can take down the wizards who will give you like a quarter of a buff. Now I guess, I don't know, maybe we're doing it. Yeah, okay, so they're leaving just a little bit of health. Pardon my shot today. It's atrocious. There, that's enough on that one. Get out of the way. Well. Oh, you son of a bitch. You stupid freaking thing. Okay. So now we got to go. Now that we kind of got rid of all the ads, we go over and we kill each one of these. No, we're going to like meet in the middle here. There we go. Oh, what is going on there? Nice. One face. Beautiful. Oh, okay, I get you. Look at that. Nice one phase. Beautiful. Here, I can sync up now. That was nice. No, I get you from, yeah, making the gun kind of like evolve. That's sort of like kind of what they did with the armor from over the last summer, the Solstice of Heroes. Like, you got a particular set of armor, and it was garbage, right? And it looked bad. And then, yeah, I don't care. And then by doing different things, you would what's he doing? By doing different things, you would get like an evolution of the armor. And then the final version was like completely masterworked, and it was, you know. But you had to, oh my God, is that a grind? Oh my goodness. It was a ridiculous grind.
Guardian down.
Oh.
Guardian down.
Nice grenade. No, shit. Don't shoot me. Wait a second. Just wait for me. There you go. Just wait. That's it. Nice. Thank you. Just give me 1 second to kill you, and then you can shoot me. All right. I know that was nice. That was nice boss melt right there. I liked it. Coordination even without coordinating. So like for the last part, I'm probably going to flip it. I'm probably going to flip over and switch to the Storm Caller because it seems to be a little bit better for dealing with that. Get out of my face. This is my Huckleberry. How does one straggler live? Where are you at? Wait, what? How am I the only one here? Where's everybody at? Are you up? Oh, yeah. Eee. Oh, goodness gracious. No. Thank you. Excuse me. Hey, don't hit me off. Don't give me the darkness magic or whatever that shit is. Oh God! I assumed you'd been dealt with. I see how it is. Your stupid bubble. Come here. Shit. Shitty. Shit. Okay. Up and away. Boop. They were not. No, they were not dealt with. How did they get in front of me? I guess because I'm just screwing around shooting shit, huh? Well, I like shooting shit. So there. It's just a trail of orbs. just like an orb breakfast. Why are we sitting here doing this? I don't know. But it is fun. And there's a lot of orbs here.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Oh shit! You're in the sauce over there. Uh oh. Did we screw up? Did we make a fatal error? Really inflating our kill thing at the end of the screen. Feels like. Ah, okay, I'm going to. That was fun though. Ow! Ow! No! 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 Please, boss. Whew. Freaking warlock jump! Whoa, God!
Guardian down.
I don't know what gave me that old boost of power there at the end, but where am I going again? God, there's so much jumping in this stupid thing. Huh. I kind of figured that. Well, I mean, isn't that the reason why they re-released it?
Oh, wanderer mine, where are you going? What are you doing? You are
Sloan.
You are swimming against the current. Why not let it wash over you?
Oh, there. I'm like, what are we looking at? Oh, nice. Thanks. I could use that tincture too. Fantastic. Thank you. There's all sorts of little secrets in this thing, man. Not to mention the one thing, I already got them all, but there are these eggs too that you can shoot with the wish ender bow. They have some kind of, you get a sparrow. Wow, what? That was kind of painful for such a small drop. Okay. And here it is. The final boss. I mean, I guess the best thing to do will just stay on this now, because I don't want to lose my super, right? Just fuse up and be done with it. And we're going to switch that for this. And we will get rid of that. Even though I'm going to give up all my heavy, whatever I had. Hopefully I get a couple of pieces to drop there. La la la. Juge. Let's go with the Juge. Okay. Fire when ready, Gridley. I have no heavy. all the things down. Oh, I got nailed. I didn't see him. All right, Novad. Take care. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. I didn't see him. I didn't notice him. Oh, look. They got their secret strat going up there and everything. Oh, God. Just jump over you. Oh! We get rid of the crystal. Oh shit. I'm just trying to use my super here at some point, but I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity. No. No. She's right up in my butt. She's right there. She's right on my butt. Wow. Oh, I got the ship. Woo! Wow, you guys did excellent. Wait. Savior, show them what your heavy weapon was. Maybe do a little doodle on the ground. This is the greatest thing. One day, unfriended. Ah, that is so good. 1,000 voices. Block 2. I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to get the ship, if it makes you feel any better. It just kind of happened. I feel bad. Here, I'm going to give you a healing grenade there. It'll make you feel a little better. Nice. Wow, that was awesome. That was fantastic. Good run. And one more. Ding. All right, we did it. We done did it. That's how we do it. Get like every angle. Ching. Beautiful. All right. Let's go do stuff. Oh, we got 10 seconds left, so whatever. I didn't make it in time. No, I don't want to return to orbit. Okay, we're going to have to go return to orbit, and then we'll come back to the Dreaming City, because there's a couple other things there. That was a nice run, though. That was a very, very nice run. Nice and easy. That's what you call getting carried. Right there. And I am not ashamed at all. I revel in it. Wow. Did you notice the mission timer at the end there was a little bit longer than normal, but nothing ridiculous. Nothing ridiculous at all. Right? So, I don't know if am I by my lonesome or did my crew join me? Because the next thing that we're gonna do is maybe go visit Marisov even. Well, she's not really gonna be here anymore. One of the cool things, she was actually out in her own little section. It's weird. It's an odd thing because it was an area that wasn't necessarily wasn't in her Ascendant realm, but it wasn't here either. She was like in the here and now, if you will. Oh God. Well, let's go check it out. Shame there weren't more people on, especially that maybe needed to run through the Shattered Throne. Wouldn't have been a terrible thing to maybe run a few people through it, you know? For reference, Savior's been looking for that ship. A lot harder than I have, I'll tell you that. So, I do feel bad that I ended up getting it. But also, you have 1,000 voices. Okay, that's not working. You know, I just got out of the thing. Can you guys, like, just chill for half a second? Let me get situated a little bit. Hey, Divine, how are you? Good to see you. Adrian? Yes, it has. We're back and pretty much where we were before. I took a long hiatus. You know, one, because of some wrist issues I had, but two, I don't know, I didn't really have a lot to say at the time. And, you know, I didn't feel like making my hands, you know, that much worse just to put out videos, especially at that time. That was like whenever the first demonetization, you know, run of YouTube had come around, and honestly, it was like right after I had just gotten partnered, so it was kind of a shot. It was a shot to the gut, if you will. But I will tell you, a bunch of people kind of contacted me in different ways. Oh, you are in the party still, Savior. I didn't even realize that. Where exactly are you at? There was a lot of people that messaged me and sent little things and put comments on my videos, asking where I was, and you know, yeah, things of that nature. And you know, it kind of got me to thinking that maybe it was more about just doing it, you know, for people's enjoyment versus like trying to do YouTube for money. Not to say that I wouldn't like to make a little bit of money on YouTube for the, you know, the effort. But it's not like the driving factor anymore. So, yesterday, yeah, I actually streamed Warframe yesterday. Let's see, last 2 weeks I've been streaming, and I've been making videos the last 4 weeks. Yeah, in fact, I just dropped one today. It's a Destiny video, but just trying to get back into the swing of things, into the game, if you will. Went and bought some new equipment. So if the audio sounds a little weird, I apologize. I'm still trying to kind of figure out exactly what's good and what isn't good yet. But I do appreciate everybody coming by. Have you got the Opticore Vandal? I have not. I have not because I didn't really, I didn't grind the, what is the thing, the Thermia fracture really hard. In fact, I didn't really enjoy Fortuna a lot. I mean, don't get mad, but I just it didn't excite me. None of the rewards really excited me. I have an Opticore and I rarely use it because I have a couple really good rivens on some other weapons that I feel are like kind of equal to it. And I don't know, I just don't have a significant interest in getting too much stuff. Now, the one thing I will say that I wouldn't mind grinding Solaris a little bit for would be a kit gun. Hey, do you guys mind? That's one thing I don't own yet, so that's about the only thing in Warframe right now that I'm really craving is a kit gun. Maybe a couple of them. So I'm more excited, actually. To be honest, the most fun I've had in Warframe recently has been with that Disruption game mode. I love it. Like, I really think it's fun. It's something I can just sit there for a long time and just
Fully
play.
charged. Brace yourself.
Oh, here we go. Here's tier 3 now. Nice. Oh, I can't wait for September either. I mean, we got Destiny Shadowkeep. We have Monster Hunter Iceborne. We have Gears of War 5. I'm sure there's others that I'm missing here that are actually really excellent. But I mean, those are just the three that come to the top, to my mind that I'm like super excited about. Not at all. Not at all. Are we friends on Xbox? Because I'm showing online right now. What's your name? Then there's Dauntless too. Yeah, it's a very good chance I might get into some Dauntless. Versus, like, kind of moving. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, that's your name. Perfect. Versus going to Monster Hunter World on PC. Like, I think I'm just gonna stay at Monster Hunter World on Xbox, and then try Dauntless on PC, which I could do right now, to be honest. Just finding the time. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Yes, Fortuna is indeed boring AF. I don't think you could put it better. And that's why I have such an issue. And that's why I feel like, I don't know, maybe Warframe should just chill on the open world stuff and focus on some other... Not to say, I'd love to see Warframe do an open world, but I don't feel like they've done a good one yet. I'm not saying that they're not bad. They look good. It's a big area. There's cool stuff in there. There definitely is. But I don't know. I would like to see. I just would like to see it a little bit more live. Perfect example, like right there with Destiny. We're sitting in here doing a thing, It's all good. Just the two of us. Somebody comes on, says, hey, can I join you guys? I didn't even have to do anything. They just joined the game. Like, that's the type of thing that, in my opinion, makes Destiny feel alive. You know? That everything is seamless. Like, it feels like a Guardian called me on the radio, said, hey man, I'm in the area. You mind if I fly in and join your team? And I'm like, okay, go ahead. And then he flew in, and then he spawned in. Like, that feels alive. That's living. Host migrations, not living. We will become space pirate ninjas. Yeah, and again, I definitely want to see them. I want to see Warframe go a different direction with it if possible. I don't know how they're gonna make that change, but I don't know. Who loves Cetus? You know, who loves Fortuna? I'm sure there's some, but I'll guarantee you that it's not like a huge percentage of the population. And then what sucks is, and I'm really surprised that they actually did the visual refresh to see this, because one of the other things that I would definitely fault Warframe for is the idea that they'll make game types and then they'll just let them die. And I think all games are guilty of that to some, you know, all these types of games that are like have multiple different things you can do, I think are guilty of that same thing in some way, shape, or form. But Warframe in particular, man, you know, like Conclave is a good example. Like, why even have that? Why devote anything to like developers' time in that regard? Just maintaining it for whatever, to be able to accept different mods and stuff like that. Like, why even do it? What's the point? And I'd go back to it, like I did another video just briefly talking about this, but like, why would you develop any time to frame fight? Like, who's coming to Warframe saying like, dude, you know what would be awesome in Warframe? Mortal Kombat. It's like, really? But why? They're not. There's nothing alike. I don't know. That's just like, I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not playing Warframe for Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Like, it just seems ludicrous. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Ba-ching! So, and again, that's where I really do. I really feel Destiny just nails the open world, and I love it. And I love the Dreaming City because it's gorgeous, and I love Rivendell, and Dreaming City looks like Rivendell. So you can see why I love all these things. All right, we got the trip bosses. Who we taking down first? This guy? Yeah, but you gotta... Oh my god, that was disgusting. I got like a shot in. Nope. And there's two. Yep, take that. How'd I get my grenade back? Holy shit. How'd I do that? And that's it. So now, let's trigger the
Primary wells ready to push.
heroic version. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, he's dead. You know he's dead. That's a lot of damage. I mean, I'm sure they did the frame fighter just for the memes, but again, my point is that you literally told somebody, or somebody took the time out of their day, right, to work on that. Probably multiple people. And are you telling me that there aren't enough things in Warframe that could be worked on, that like that should take precedent? I gotta do one more round of this. We gotta synchronize.
Power level set to max.
Bang! Boom! Let's flip up the weapons. What do we want? Juji? No, I mean Outbreak. No. Waking Vigil, huh? On the old Huckleberry. Ow! That sucked. Let me kill him. Let me do it. I get you should. Oh, sorry, I'm reading. Hold on, I'll read everything in a second here once I deal with these foes. Here, have some of that. Have some of this. No. Okay, I was gonna say, come on. We were so close to killing that guy. You have to give it. I could probably put on unifaction boots too. I think I will do that after this. I didn't think about it. Hey. No. No. Like lightning, thunder in front of my face. Barely see anything. Grab that. Okay. Yeah, let's put them on. Even better. Oh, they're like doing like multiple synchronizations. Everybody's just pshing. Oh my god, this thing bucks like a bronco when you shoot it up. Don't know. Oh, God. I thought I was coming back to my well. I was wrong. Love D2 New Light. I love it. I love it. And I don't understand why people have an issue with bringing, like giving new people a little bit of an edge coming into a, 4, 5, 6 year-old game, whatever it is. Like, it's just, it's not the same situation anymore. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, I was gonna get you. No. Ow. Okay. I saw. I feel like that's what you need. The more people that play in these games, the better that these games are. I mean, there's no there's so many different ways to look at that. Let me get that thing off you, Brett. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. No. Ow. Okay. You know, the more people you have, the more fun everything is. You know, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people bitching right now. I've seen on YouTube. This is a really good example of things about Destiny's Crucible at the moment. Okay, and they're saying that quick play is super sweaty, and comp is not as good. Okay, and they're like, oh, did someone put skill-based matchmaking? And it's not that at all. It's just that you're to a point now where people already grinded comp. They got all their pinnacle weapons, and they want to go to the easier modes so they can stomp people with their newly found weapons. Like, it's not hard to understand. And like, kind of getting back to my other point is that the more people that are in the game, the less you're going to have to worry about that sort of thing. You know? Because there's always going to be new people that don't have certain weapons. So like, if it's really that big of a deal for you to dominate in Crucible and stuff, like, you want bigger population. You know, if in PvE, you want a bigger population. It makes it easier for people to be able to do the end game type content, because there's more people available, either on LFG or, you know, just in the random community itself. What am I doing? Oh, can I get it? Nope, I can't. God, I'm just playing like an idiot. Yo, chill with the spam. Yeah, I absolutely think that Warframe has whales. I think every game has whales, and I think that the people, like as much as where's the thing now? As much as people don't want to look at whales as what you would, you know, call a positive thing, like for some games, those people are the people that make it possible for other games to survive, you know. So like, I'm not saying that having whales is a good thing, but I'm saying that deep down inside, every game developer, every game that you know, is banking, if they have content that can be consumed by whales, is banking on enough of their player base being whales, whether they want to admit that in public or not. So yeah, I absolutely believe that there's whales in Warframe, there's whales in Destiny, there's whales in every single game that has monetization. And I think as long as the monetization itself isn't egregious, you're never gonna solely get away from that problem, because there's always gonna be people that have a ton of money and no time. So when they do have time, especially, you know, if you got to look at it from the perspective of someone who, say they work 60-hour week with their job, right? And, you know, they make a lot of money, but they don't have a lot of time online. And they go online, and there's someone saying, for $120, I will carry you through a raid or something like that, or for this amount of money you can get this extra stuff here, this additional thing here. And they're like, well, why would I want to waste the time that I don't have when I could just give them a couple bucks, when if I'm making 200, 300K a year is nothing. It is, you know, a flash in the pan. Do I have harmony? No, I don't. Anybody? No, this guy does. Give me that. So I think it's always going to be there. Is it a necessary evil? I think it all depends on who you talk to. You know, the people that are what I would call, passionate about game development and stuff like that would say, no, that's wrong. But like, the same people that are in there. Oh, there's someone. I didn't see them. The same people that are, ow, are in a different section of the company are saying, dude, we need this. Like, you don't know. We need this. So shut up. You know, and again, I just think I think Warframe's real good about just making it not egregious. You know, there's been a couple times in the past where apparently they've had the opportunity to, like, get more money. I need money. Come here. Where are you at? Sir. I'm just going to need this off you just for a second. Real quick. Okay, apparently I didn't. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. Ugh. He kicked me. Stop it. In the face. Go down. Get out. No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I just feel like at the end, you know, there's a lot of necessary evils that, you know, in a perfect world. Oh my God, where'd it go? In a perfect world, you don't want to have happen, but there's always factors involved that kind of like make it maybe not a black and white situation, and I'd say that this is one of those things. So, and again, you have to ask yourself, like, should you view somebody that makes a ton of money, right? They're making $500K a year, say. Should you view that person in a bad light if they go and decide to, every single Prime access that Warframe has, buy it? Do you view them in a bad light? Like, I don't, because it's like, okay, well, I mean, if you have the means, it's certainly helping Warframe out. You know? Do you need another run of that? Penn Station, do you need another run of that, or are you good? For your
sure
thing?
this is a good
No?
idea?
I guess we need another run at that. I think Warframe is very friendly. I think that they have set up a very good system to whereas they look good and at the same time have the ability to make a lot of money. They really do. Like, there's a lot of things in that game that when you break it down, again, going back to it, if you're not a trade chat person, if you don't like that portion of the game, or don't want to get involved with that portion of the game, it does, you know, it makes it harder to get a lot of the stuff, you know, because let's be real, like if you don't engage in trade chat, there's no way for you to get platinum other than buying, right? Gonna let my man do his yoga over there. So if you want a specific, you know, armor set or something like that, if you want credit, affinity boosters, things like that, you have to pay for it. Oh, okay. We'll do one more and then we'll get out of here. Where's the Ascendant Challenge at this week? Oh, we did it already this week, didn't? No, we didn't. We did last week. That's right. But let's remember something. That should be the motivation to work hard. You know, because I will tell you this, like I'm an older person. And I've been in multiple companies. I've worked executive positions, things of that nature. And I will say that, like, if you really go at it and work hard, if that is something that's important to you, to have the money and whatnot, you can do it. If you apply yourself every day, you can do it. But there's always going to be a sacrifice. If you want the money, then you're not going to have as much time to play. There is no perfect world. We can't have everything. And there's just way too many people in it to believe that an encompassing situation exists. And I'll do you one better. I don't know how many people have wealth in their families or know people that are wealthy, but even the people that are wealthy have their own set of very unique and, amazingly enough, really difficult problems that they're not the same as some people like, I guess, myself or whoever else identifies as someone who doesn't have a lot of money. It's an entirely different thing altogether, but they're problems nonetheless. And, they're rough. And a lot of them have to do with the fact that, like, wealthy people I know, they work a ton. They have to give up a lot of things. Spending time with family, having like a real good, fun connection with family. There's a benefit and a con to literally every situation you can think of in your existence. So you just kind of deal with what you've been given and make the best of it. That's my personal opinion. Well, I mean, again, you always want what you don't have. You always think that the grass is greener on the other side. And that's not always the case. And to assume that the grass is greener or not as green when you haven't lived in that position, unfortunately, it's no different than a rich person coming up to you and telling you how your life is. Do you understand what I'm getting at with that? Like, they don't know you. They don't know your life. They don't know how it is to exist like you do. They don't know your struggles. So it's like almost insulting. But in the same regard, we don't know them. Balance. It's key to everything. Truth be told, from my own personal experience, like I said, being in the executive world for a while, having the ability to buy whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. Maybe not anything, but a lot of things. Corporate world, I guess, is probably a better way to say that. But now that I am not in that particular thing, and I live a very minimalist life, I'm much happier. I'm much happier. When you let go, at least for me, when I let go of the idea that I had to compete with everybody I knew for material things and stuff like that, just to be considered better or even to be just accepted and you know, kind of threw that position away and just started kind of just enjoying life for what it is, man, things changed. Things changed a lot. Oh, you took it. What are you doing? Shoot. Ah, no. You got the harmony. You took the harmony. Shoot. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Wait, did none of those hit? Did they just go under his armpit? Here I am telling other people about the harmony. I can't even hit him. Pathetic. Uh-oh. Not good. Hey, buddy. Can I get that ball off you? Thanks. Appreciate you. I didn't even need it. Wow, that was a really rough run.
Primary wells ready to push past max.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's all. That's a good point that you bring up. It's all in what exactly do you want out of the game? Oh, Lord. Because what you want out of the game might be completely different from what somebody else wants out of the game. You know, which kind of comes down to the thing with. You always get the thing with Warframe and their story versus like their content. You know, everybody knows I love story, but there's a lot of people that are like, I don't care about story, just give me content. And it's like, that's two ends to the thing that you have to, you know, that Warframe has to deal with. That's a lot of damage. So, I guess my point is at least for me, I have a very specific set of goals when I play games. I don't give a shit what anybody else plays them for. You know, I play them for my enjoyment. You know, and in that regard, I do quite well. Let's go do the Ascendant challenge this week. Oh, he wants... Yep, let me do it. Where'd you go? What? Let's go do it. I'm lucky. I was lucky enough to get a tincture, so...
Hope you're ready for a fight.
Nope, I'm not. I'm not. I am ready for a fight, just not this fight. It's a different fight. Whee! Ascendant challenge. I didn't even check this week to see what was that. Oh, I know. Well, that's that's how it is with Warframe. That's how it is with all communities. Every single one. You know, let's be real about it. You know,
Guardian down.
when things are good, where'd he go? They're never perfect. Someone's always gonna bitch. That's the reality of it. I see how it is. Shielding bastards. Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta go to Mara, huh? She's not gonna be there, though. That's the only thing that sucks. Let's get up here and synchronize. Oh, do I lack an offering? I got the lore in here, but does anybody else need the lore? I'm sure you don't, Savior, but Penn Station, did you get the... So you put this in there. Hi. You guys all
Our
look the
lady,
same.
the queen, has left us. But please, help yourself to whatever you find. Gifts are the least we
Let
can
me
offer
in.
to you.
Let me in. Ah, look at that. See, this is what Warframe needs, though. Little secret areas like this. You know, so cool. There it is, the impending doom. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. Are you good, Derica? Where is my loot? Grab that. There's still lore that I need. See, there's a piece of lore way. Oh, I can't shoot anything. Way over there, up on the wall. Let's do it. Did you get your chest? That's right. That's right, PL. That's exactly it. Right there. Who's shooting me? Ow! You want to go up there? Alright, hold on. Doo-doo-doo. Look how detailed this all is. Love it. Where were you at? Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, I almost did it too. Shit. Sorry. I shouldn't be screwing around like this, but it's too fun. There's so many neat things to, like, do and see here, you know? And I'm not fortunate enough to have my Titan, and so I can't jump like I typically would. Oh, you know what? Let's see how you can get there from here. Ah. Is there a kitty over here? I already got the kitties. Yeah, no, she's not there anymore for me. Funny story. There's a cat that usually shows there for the first time, right? So the first time I'm in the Dreaming City, I'm sure you guys all know that when, like, one of those collectibles is by your, like, around you, you can hear it. So I'm standing right here. Now that cat is right there. I'm standing here and I hear it. And I'm like, oh man, there's a chest or something around here. So I'm looking around. I spent the next 30 minutes running around there. Where are we going? You know, where's the Ascendant Challenge at this week? Hey, you chill up there. Oh, okay, nice. Hey, I can hear you. Fantastic. What is this week's? Oh, you got the nice skin on your thing. On your juju there. Hey, don't take this the wrong way, but I want to do something here real quick. Just because it'll come up in the thing a little weird. There we go. Hey, look. This is familiar. Yeah, keep going. I'm right behind you. Said we're lucky enough to actually get a tincture out of this thing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of EA with the loot boxes thing. I don't like the fact that they're purposely trying to lie to people to manipulate them to believe that it's not what it is. You know, and again, you know, when you look at games like Destiny and Warframe, Destiny has loot boxes, but they don't have anything that is really worth. I shouldn't say not worth having, but there's nothing you can get from the loot boxes that are going to influence anything in this game. And for the most part, most of the stuff that you can buy, you can have randomly dropped, even, you know, without doing anything. Then you have Warframe, which is probably the best way to do it. You know, obviously with being able to select exactly what you want when you want. But like I said, there's a trade to everything, you know. I personally spent... All good, Adrian. I personally spent like $260 on Warframe. You know, and I've put in $1,800. You know, so that should show you something. So let's get that tincture on. And we'll go in. I think this is the second week in a row that we did this on stream. Come on. It's going to be nice playing on PC when that comes like right up. La 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 la. Another cool thing I feel like that they did with this was they added a not completely like it, but almost like a Bloodborne mechanic when it comes to this world, because
Guardian down.
it's like there's different things that you can't see typically unless you do a certain thing. I like that. Like they're taking things from other games and whatnot, other quality games. There. I don't think I've ever... Just real quick, I want to see. There's probably like a piece of lore or something that I've missed for a long time. Or not. Alright. I'm gonna do it real quick here. Hopefully I don't totally screw everything up, which can happen. This is a jumping thing. You've all seen my jumping ability. It's pretty much garbage, for lack of a better term. But we're gonna do it. Just come around here. Excuse me. Kill that. I don't like the darkness too. One thing I hate more than anything is being like kind of restricted in my movement. Okay. What the? I'm not sure why it went to that dude first. Whatever. No. Two down. Three down. Toland beckons you. Oh yeah, since the move to I don't think a better thing could have happened to Destiny than the move to get away from Activision. Like that was the move. Just clean this up. Oh, nice shots. Nice shots, man. Excellent stuff you got going on over there. Oh, you freaking rock. Oh, he's all the way over there, so. No. I hate you.
Guardian down.
Okay. As long as I don't get hit by some goofy rock here, I think we're in a clear sailing, maybe. Thing above me. Checking to make sure. Stay nice and low there. Tends to work out better. And there we go. Done, done, done. Yeah, I'm going to wait here for Penn Station. Just make it all the way over, and then we're good to go. I think you're right with that. I think this is a good time to stream, I believe. Moving forward, I believe this is going to be the time. Hey, where's the timer on my sword? Didn't it? Oh, it's on the bottom. What am I thinking? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, the chest goes away? Ah, the chest goes away. I didn't know the chest went away. Oh well. I don't really need the Ascendant challenge this week, but you can see how it goes down. Let's get up out of here. I call it a success regardless. I'm take his sword home with me and just chill with it. Chill with it at the house. Maybe kill these dudes real fast. Hey, buddy. Check this thing out. It's pretty cool. Here, watch. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, put that down. You know, we don't want to sprinkle any salt. I got my awesome helmet on. I have a little sip of the coffee here. Everybody, I think we are going to call the stream here today. I've been trying to do a little bit shorter like before. We're going to eventually move into something different, but for right now, I'm just trying to keep my hands nice and pliable for the week, if you will. So I appreciate you all coming by. This was a wonderful thing. Got to do the whole Shattered Throne, Ascendant Challenge, Blind Well. A lot of the different things that I wanted to kind of show in Destiny 2's Dreaming City. This is like my favorite area in all of, maybe even Destiny. I think the only area in Destiny that I like more is the one that's on the way, the moon. So I'm looking forward to that. But same time, like I said, I appreciate you coming by today. I'll be doing this again next week, so if you want to stop by then, I'll be happy to have you. At any rate, have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I'll talk at you in the next one. die.